Yeah, the move. Whatever hand you hit, you move to that side. Left hook, boom! You gotta think of throwing punches. Your job is to throw punches.
Sheep, it will become a sheep.
Anthony. Joshua is reportedly training with Mike Tyson as he prepares for his upcoming fight against Jake Paul. Joshua has been studying old-school training techniques used by Tyson's legendary coaches to sharpen his skills, with a major emphasis on strategy, speed, and raw power. His camp is focused on tactical planning, conditioning, and refining fundamentals to ensure Joshua enters the ring fully prepared and performing at his absolute best.
And doing it in the gym, coming forward, punching to the body with his heart.
Anthony Joshua revealed how strongly Mike Tyson has inspired him, especially in terms of power, discipline, and mindset. AJ has now added specific neck and shoulder drills to his routine, following the same methods Tyson once used. He says these exercises improve strength, stability, and punching efficiency, proving how studying the sport's greats can directly influence and elevate his own training approach.
Neck exercise that I got from Mike Tyson. A lot of wrestlers do this. Quite dangerous, actually. Physios don't like this type of stuff, but it's good for neck conditioning. It's called neck bridges. And it's flexibility and strength at the same time. So it's a really good exercise if you...
Mike Tyson offered advice to Anthony Joshua, praising him as an incredible fighter with massive potential. Tyson emphasized that consistent activity is the key to becoming better, explaining that staying
helps sharpen skills, build confidence, and maintain peak performance.
What advice would you give to somebody like AJ?
That he has a lot of talent and not to get discouraged. He only loses when he quits. When you quit, all the doors of opportunities close. You know what I mean? You have to be game, and then don't get discouraged if you lose. Listen, you just lost, you may have got $30 million. I just think the more time you lay off, the worse you get. You have to fight constantly. To be the best, you have to do it.
Anthony Joshua is pushing himself intensely in camp, adopting several elements of Mike Tyson's style. His training includes specialized neck rolls and strength drills designed to boost resilience and power while maintaining a heavy focus on speed, conditioning, and technique. These workouts aim to enhance his punching force, agility, and long-range endurance, showing AJ's total commitment to refining his abilities and dominating once the bell rings.
Oh. My physio looking at me like, what the fuck? I can see you looking at me. Like, fuck, please don't fucking look. Hey, if it goes, at least you're here anyway. You know, 43,000 tuned in. Oh, mate. I know I started this shit.
Yeah. Well, mate, just trying to set up the physio table for the flats on.
Anything?
You get back up. Yeah.
I mean, Showtime sent me a lovely picture of me.
Eddie Hearn has made it clear he believes Anthony Joshua would defeat Jake Paul if the fight happens. However, he warns fans not to assume the win would be effortless. Hearn notes that Joshua has beaten dangerous fighters, including Francis Ngannou, who is elite in his own right. This comparison reinforces that Joshua's victories come from skill, preparation, and discipline, not from facing weak or unqualified opponents. Hearn stresses that Joshua's rigorous training, combined with his power, technique, and strategic approach, makes him capable of dominating fighters at every level. 6.
Jake Paul, Anthony Joshua, 50-50 fight. What do you make of that?
Yeah, I just said in another interview, great if it is. I mean, if it is, then you've got no problem seeing it. But when AJ, I mean, decapitates a strong word, but you know, when he renders Jake Paul unconscious like he did to Francis Ngannou, don't then say, oh, well, it was Jake Paul. You know what I mean? I mean, when AJ beat Francis Ngannou, Ngannou just had a fight that could have gone either way with Tyson Fury. Then AJ polacked him and everyone just said he's just an MMA fighter. You know what I mean? Jake Paul's not Francis Ngannou. As I said before, if you want to see Jake Paul exit the boxing world...
Interview Nigel Ben voiced concerns about the impact of entertainment-driven matchups on traditional boxing, He believes that when celebrities or social media influencers enter the sport, it creates an imbalance where lifelong professional boxers no longer receive the financial respect they deserve. Ben points out that real competitive fighters often earn modest pay compared to the massive sums generated by crossover events driven by hype and viral attention. He argues this trend could harm boxing in the long run, as it overshadows the dedication of professionals who spend years perfecting their craft. 7.
Bit of rumours around today, Anthony Joshua and Jake
No. I'm not even really entertaining that. It's just not. Being a 2-time heavyweight champion of the world, it's I don't know, YouTubers. I'm not really into all them influencers coming in there, and there's like some boxers that really work their butt off, don't get paid like what these guys are getting. And Anthony Joshua being a former world champion, should be fighting like, someone in the top 5, top 10. So I really got much how to talk about that. Not interested, really.
Bad for boxing?
Well, not bad for boxing. If people want to pay to watch it, then, who am I? I'm just giving you my opinion. Who's not worked his way through the ranks to earn that shot at the former world champion? No, not at all.
Australian boxing. Who are you a fan of? Obviously got good fighters out there.
Jai's my type of fighter. He's very spiteful, and it's just another level, really. I don't think there's no better cruiserweight around.
Lacko highlights the financial reality of a potential Anthony Joshua versus Jake Paul fight. From his perspective, it would be unwise for Joshua to turn down such a huge payday, with earnings possibly approaching $100 million. For a fighter of Joshua's experience, the risk posed by Jake Paul is minimal compared to the reward, making it a high-reward, low-risk opportunity. Adolakpo argues that such financial windfalls are rare even for top champions, and Joshua is in the perfect position to capitalize on it, while facing a relatively inexperienced opponent. 8.
If someone knocks on your door and says, do you want to fight Jake Paul for 100 million? You're like, you'd be stupid to say no. No, I don't want that 100 million for what would be and will be and should be easy work for AJ. Like, why are you going to turn down 100 million? AJ should and could knock out Jake Paul in a round. Like, if Jake Paul was over here fighting under our British Boxing Board of Control, I don't think it would be a Southern Area Cruiserweight champion. AJ is a former unified heavyweight champion of the world that I still believe is a top 10 heavyweight in the world. AJ should be able to destroy him. AJ is going to be 60 pounds or so bigger than him. AJ hits like a truck. AJ is a better boxer. This is...
A large portion of the boxing community has voiced strong criticism toward the idea of Anthony Joshua fighting Jake Paul. Many believe the matchup is a mockery of professional boxing, pitting a former heavyweight champion against a social media personality with limited traditional experience. Fans worry that Joshua accepting this fight could derail a potential clash with Tyson Fury, a far more legitimate and meaningful opponent. Discussions across social media show frustration over what many see as a mismatch driven by money, rather than sporting merit, with some fans even questioning whether Joshua's legacy could be damaged by taking part.
Anthony Joshua gets in the ring with YouTuber Jake Paul, and that's what he is, YouTuber Jake Paul. Would you watch it? Simon, before we take some calls, with this seemingly in the pipeline, can we safely say goodbye to Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury?
Well, I think it's done anyway, judging by the mood music that seems to be coming out from various camps. If you listen to Tyson Fury, he seems to be, despite the fact we've danced this dance before and walked this walk before, he seems to be talking in a very different way. There's no hyperbole. I'm done. This is a younger man's game. I've done my bit. I'm at peace with where I am in life. I don't need boxing anymore. But not in the flash for cash way that Tyson often does it. In a more earnest way is my understanding of his sort of thought processes. So with that in mind, it almost feels that that's off the table anyway. Who knows? The draw of the enormous amounts of money that this one fight can generate. This is the one fight that can really get everybody paid. I mean, the two protagonists. Whatever Usyk takes, tragically for him, he wouldn't even get anywhere near as much money as potentially being offered for the Fury-Joshua fight.
What would earn AJ more of a pay packet
Fighting Fury or fighting Jake Paul?
Well, I would think tragically fighting Jake Paul.
What is that?
Because the revenues, because it's a Gen Z TikTok generation that wants to watch sport in a certain way.
Yeah.
And that's nothing critical of them. It's just the way that it is. And that's the circumstances of social media and the platforms that people like Jake Paul are able to cross over. It's not a case of people in the mainstream should be dinosaurs. The digital world and those opportunities and those platforms are marvelous places. And you know, you heard me talking about Mark Goldbridge the other day and the commercial deal that he did with the Bundesliga. And we can be sniffy about their level of content, or we can accept that there's a place for everybody. It's interesting that still the digital world and that